Hey everyone, it's DayJaMona. Welcome back to my channel. And we are starting off with a couple days old wash and go. And y'all, I literally washed it and went, okay? Not the definition that people go with washing it and putting 50 million products. No. I washed it, put some oil in it, and I let it go for a couple of days. But if you want to see my hair go from this to twists, and then those twists were in for 2 or 3 days, and then go to this nice twist out that's fully moisturized, then keep watching.
Honey.
DayJaMona. 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 Hey. So what you're going to need is a spray bottle, your favorite styling cream or gel. I used a modified Denman brush, but you can use any brush you'd like, and a comb. And that's pretty much it. Maybe some hair ties and clips, which I do end up using, but that's it. So first you're going to start off with just damping your hair. Now the styling product that I use works best on damp hair, but as you can see, my hair is definitely dry. So even though there's oil in it, just no, baby, no. It's still way too dry to be considered damp. So what I'm doing now is just sectioning my part. So now I do cleaner sections with the comb if I know I'm going to keep my twist in for a week or so, because then I actually want that to be the style. With this corona going on, I ain't going nowhere. So, and really this is going to be a twist out. That's my end result that I really care for. So I'm doing very messy parts. Yes, this is the lazy girl method. But I'm doing lazy parts because once it becomes a twist out, then it just looks a lot better as far as your twist out not being boxy. Once I watered that section down, got it damp, I applied my cream and then I brush it out again to fully detangle, and then I start twisting. I do twist in the same direction for both strands, and as we go all the way down, then I end up twirling my finger around the ends to give a nice spiral curl for my ends. And I do not borrow hair. Now, what I mean by that is that one side of my twist is a lot shorter than the other side, then I just stop right there and twist to the end, and that's it. When you end up borrowing hair, then when it's time to take the twist out, it can get a little messy because you started borrowing hair from the other side. I hope I'm making sense to you guys, but essentially, once you have your two parts, you want them to be as even as possible all the way into the ends. And if that does not happen, that's okay. Don't try to take hair from the other side to even it out once you get to the bottom of the twist. Just twirl your fingers around the hair that's left. That way you get a nice spiral curl, and that'll make for a nicer, better twist out in the end. So I'm just doing the same thing to this side over here. It's about the same sections. Again, since this is a twist out in the end, I know I don't want super small twists. I want them to be a little bit more on the medium side. Those are my two twists so far, and then I'm moving on to the next row. So how I know that my rows are even without actually using a comb or staring at the mirror for forever is the amount of twists that I have in each row. So because I have 2 twists at the bottom, I'm expecting I'll have about 4 or so in the next one, because obviously your head gets a little wider, so you should have just about double. Just about. I'm just gonna section that off, get it as straight as I feel it to be, which that actually didn't turn out too bad. And then I like to twist from the ends first. And then from there, I'll kind of like feel around. As you see, I'm feeling in my roots. I'll feel around for exactly how many twists I'll have left to do, and then get started. So I already did my twist by my other ear. So I do this twist, and then I'll have 2 more twists left based off of what I just felt. And then I make 4 twists in my second row. I'll come back to you guys when I'm almost done with my head because I don't want to bore you guys. I do the twist the exact same way no matter what row or where it's at. And so yeah, I'll come back to you guys in a bit. So now I'm on my last twist, and this section of my hair in my crown area is a lot looser texture. So I did borrow hair for this twist, but that's okay because I'm going to show you exactly when I take it down why it makes for a little bit harder of a takedown. But I'm going to do this twist the same exact way. I do want to caution you guys that once you get to the top of your head, like at the last point that you saw in the last clip where I had almost pretty much 2/5 of my head done, once you get to your halfway point, pretty much where you would do a half up, half down style, you want to then think about what you want your part to be, whether that be a left side part, a right side part, or a middle part. I knew I wanted a middle part, so once I got to the half point of my head, I went ahead and did my middle part and then started putting my twist in from there. If you think about your part last minute, then your twists may end up laying away. You don't necessarily want them to lay. Or it may be a little lumpy in some sections, like in the back. So definitely try to premeditate, if you will, which way you want your curls to lay in the end, and that'll make for a much better style, a much sleeker style, and it will allow your hair to lay better once you put your scarf on. So that's it. All my twists are in. I'm just gonna put a little bit more styling butter at the top and on my edges. I'm going for soft edges throughout this whole style. I did not put any got to be or anything on my edges throughout this video because honestly I just want to keep the style soft and just leave my hair alone for a bit. I did have a little bit of white residue, but I've used this product before, so I know it would go away. But I'm just showing you guys that if you do have a lot of residue from your product, whether you use too much or the product doesn't quite agree with your hair's porosity, you can always just take your fingers and pinch it in and pinch it down to your ends because your ends need more product than anything anyway. So I'm just showing you guys how I do that and how the residue goes right away. And here's a back view so you can see how the back looks. And that's it. So now we're about to lay it down. So I just used a scarf. I do also have a scully, or what most people refer to as a wave cap, but I couldn't find that at the moment, so I just said whatever, and I decided to just put my scarf on. Either way, you just need something, whether it's a scarf, a do-rag, whatever you do, boo, you just need something to just lay your hair down and flats. And so that's what I have here. And then I'll see y'all the next morning. So now it's the next morning. I had to get up early. We had things to do, even with this virus just reeking everywhere. But here is what my hair looks like the next morning. It looks pretty flat, if I do say so myself. And so I thought, do I want to take these twists out now, or do I want to just keep them in? Which I ended up not. But if I was going to take these twists out, I would have oil on my hands. And this is how I would unravel my twist for the least amount of frizz possible. So you're pretty much twisting your hair in the opposite direction in which you twisted it, towards the ends, and really you want to focus on your ends first, because once you unravel, I would say not in the twist, that's where it becomes frizzy. So you see I focused on the ends and pretty much took them apart from the bottom up, and then that made for a completely frizz-free twist. However, if you find that you did kind of mess up a little bit, you took hair that was on one side of the twist and not the other, and it got a little frizzy, that's fine. Just retwist it. Or you can just take some oil and kind of go down your strands, and sometimes that will eliminate the frizz as well. But as you see here, I'm just retwisting it just to show you guys it's that easy. and then you just twirl your ends again just like you did the first time, and that's it. For a frizz-free takedown, you definitely want to take your time, take it down slow, and make sure your hands are not dry or have anything on them. Whatever oil you would like to use to actually make sure your hair is moisturized in the end, make sure that's the only thing on your hands, and then go from there. So I kept these in for 2 days, and this is how it looks 2 days later. It's time for the takedown. I used that same oil that I just showed you. You can see it very clearly on my hands, and I'm just taking my twist out. So I did speed this up for you guys so it does look a little bit faster, but trust me, I did take my time. And as you can see, when it looks a little frizzy, I just take the oil on my hands and go smoothly down the hair from top to bottom. So just take your time and make sure your hands stay oiled up. So as I take this down for you guys, comment down below what you think about my twist and my twist out method. Is this something you've already been doing? Is this something new? Are you new to having natural hair? Let's have a conversation. Comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're down below the video. I see a lot of people are watching my videos, but they aren't subscribe. Don't be scared. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you can keep coming back for more videos. But anyways, that's this style. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Much love.